welcome back to another episode of
She Means Well.
She Means Well, girly.
26.
26, babes.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's do this. I've been looking forward to recording all week.
Same.
I really have. I don't know, lately, I mean, it's always been exciting, but a lot of the times Bailey and I will record after we both get off of work. And the last couple of Thursdays have been pretty busy days for the both of us. So I think when we get down to recording, we're both a little bit tired.
Muster up that energy. Sister.
Yeah. But this last week, excuse me, I took off Thursday and Bailey worked wonders on my hair.
I was just going to say, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Hello.
I know. I cut my hair. I'm just kidding. Bailey gave me a new mane.
I got a new mane too. And so I feel like we're both back from the dead.
I know. We feel a little matronly because of how long it is.
Literally, milkmaid, send me to the barn.
Handmade.
Oh.
No, you did work wonders. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Diane.
being here today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, it was good timing to get our hair done because today we did a photo shoot, which by now I'm sure we've hopefully posted some of those photos. And it was so much fun. And I feel like a new woman with new hair. I self-tanned. And if you haven't been self-tanning, let this be a reminder. It does cure seasonal depression a bit. I'm not going to say fully, but like I feel alive.
Yeah, for me, it makes me feel skinnier.
Oh, totally.
My confidence is boosted for sure. But I will say, like, I'm not the biggest like self-tan girly, but getting a spray tan, I like so much more. I don't know. I just feel like I know what I'm getting. When I self-tan, I feel like it's a gamble every time.
Yeah, I could get that.
Yeah, which I don't really like that.
Sometimes when I get a spray, I'm literally Ross on Friends. And I'm like, did I turn? I'm an 8. Like it just quickly, I've forgotten my hairnet before.
Oh, yuck.
You know, I feel like I'm in control if I'm self-tanning.
Right.
It's not, things have gone sideways, but at least it's my fault. I don't know.
I've kept this in my back pocket, but it's time to share it with the world. If you guys are ever in like a truth or dare, I think a really good dare that I've never gotten to do for someone would be you have to go into a spray tanning booth and like, I don't know, do something weird. Like
that's like a real true blue game of truth or dare.
Like that's a dirty dare.
Dirty dare. You have to go in the spray tan booth and put your hand over your face.
Yeah, or something weird. Or like,
that'd be funny.
That'd be bad.
I won't be playing that game with you anytime soon.
I want to do that to a dude.
Oh, yeah. Or it's like a handprint on their back, but it would have to be your own hand. Anyway. Okay, dude. I listened to a really funny podcast the other day.
Okay.
And
please share.
You have to listen to it. It is the Bad Broadcasts podcast. And she always does like lots of listener submission episodes.
Was it her most recent one?
Her most recent one, yeah. And it was a beauty industry. I forget the title of it, but it was so funny. And we have to do an episode like that.
Wait, what was it about in the beauty industry?
It for sure. It was like the listener submissions could be like client POV or professional POV.
Okay.
There were so many esthetician Brazilian waxing entries.
We have to do something like that.
One of them, for example, was about this woman who was getting a Brazilian. It was from the client's perspective. And she was like, I felt like I kind of had to toot, and I'm just like, spread eagle. And so she toots and she's like,
during the wax.
But it wasn't only a toot. She sharted and the waxer didn't finish. And she was like, all fairness, that's fine. It's like literally
half.
Fine. She didn't know. She sharted.
Yikes.
There was another one where this like grown woman was like, is it okay? Like, I think she said she called ahead of time and was like, I'm on my period. Like, I just want to check in. And they're like, oh yeah, like just as long as you have a tampon or something.
Reschedule, dude.
She gets there. I've heard it's more sensitive too on your period. She gets there and she's like, yeah, maybe that's when she asked about the tampon thing. They give her a tampon, like, yeah, go ahead and run to the restroom and then I'll be waiting. Or it was in the room and the waxer walks in. She has the tampon just like applicator, I think, and all boing, just sticking out of her.
The applicator still in her?
That's how I envisioned it. Maybe she didn't say that, but definitely the actual tampon was like sticking up.
Like a corn dog?
Yeah. And she's like, I'm just gonna do this really quick because clearly this grown woman put it in wrong. Also, the grown woman asked if she could insert it for her. And she was like, no.
What?
And so she came in and it was like boing, boing, boing in the wrong place. And so she's like, I'm just going to do this quick because this woman's bleeding out on my table.
Oh my God.
And she said, I sanitized after, cleaned up as well as I could, and soon after retired.
That's
being an
hazardous
esthetician.
waste.
Oh, one more. And it has to do with the hair salon. There was a girl that wrote in about her coworker. And we know, like, there's chemicals happening for this hair color, right?
Always.
This hairstylist would eat her lunch out of the mixing bowls. She was like, there was bleach in it an hour ago, and now you're literally tossing your salad in there.
I'm assuming that you guys just like use the bowls and rinse them because you're just going to be putting bleach and color in them.
And we have like ceramic, just like a bowl I would use
like a
at
mixing
home.
bowl.
But then we also have plastic ones, and there's some products that like shouldn't go in plastic and some whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, she would eat her lunch out of the salon mixing bowls.
Dang.
Color or bleach, you shouldn't be eating that.
No, ma'am.
But yeah, everybody go listen. The Bad Broadcast.
I want to listen to it.
So funny. It was so funny. I was literally like dying laughing. I sent it to a couple of hairstylist friends. I'm like, you have to listen to this.
That's just a good podcast in general. They always have good content.
Yeah, it was super funny. A funny aspect too, the host, Maddie, was like, you know, of all the services you get done, getting your hair done, the most intimidating, the most scary. Those hair ladies are like, if I go in there and I'm like, well, could we try this? And they say no. I'm like, okay, sorry, yes. I'm like,
I mean, that's true. From someone that's not a hairstylist, that's intimidating, June. You walk in, all these beautiful, like long, pretty, or just well done hair. You ask them, they're like, no, that's not going to be good for you. It's like, okay.
I get how it could be like.
Sorry, I even asked. Sorry, I was born.
Yeah. I'd be scared to ask because you're like asking for a friend. I don't know if this is doable, but like that on behalf of all hairstylists, Maddie, I apologize. That makes me so sad that people feel intimidated. It's like, I want people to feel so welcomed and warmed. And I'm always like, no question's a dumb question. Like I try to like beat people to it. And then she was talking about hair ladies and I'm like, jogged a memory for me. And I had this client that I had seen I started seeing her when she was in high school. And she was so sweet. And she came in one time and she's like, yeah, the girls on my cheer team are just like, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Where do you get it done? And she's like, my hair lady's the best. Da, 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 da. And she goes on and I was like, I'm a hair lady. I'm not a hair girl. I'm a lady. When did that happen?
It's so funny you say
hair
that.
Lady.
Because I use lady all the time in my verbiage.
I mean, yeah, I text someone today and said, hey lady, like I do, but like it's like, you're my dental lady.
But nobody refers to
dental girl.
A dental girl. Like, and my hair girl. I guess I could say that.
Hair lady?
I feel like I could say hair lady too.
I feel like
I get what you're saying, like lady feels older to you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I didn't do hair, I would say hairstylist.
My hairstylist.
Not hairdresser, dear God. Do not call me a hairdresser. A hairdresser should be like, I'm sorry, but I feel like I'm in my apron behind Master Cuts smoking a cigarette on the sidewalk.
With shears.
Hair in my bra.
Yeah.
At my last salon, it was in the mall. And if I would like run up to the food court for lunch and I left my apron on, I'm like,
no. You want to talk about what's embarrassing?
What?
First off, you guys, this episode, we are talking all things fashion fiasco. And boy, do we have a fashion fiasco to start with. We're going to share a couple personal stories of fashion fiascos. I will start.
Okay.
So Bailey and I and a couple of our friends went to this silent disco night. And it was around Halloween time. And so dress up in a Halloween costume.
Spooky.
Something spooky. And I had never been to one of these before, but Bailey and our friend Erin had already gone to one. And the one that they went to the year prior looked so cool.
It was at the museum. Can I set that scene for a sec? You're
Sure.
looking at me like, no,
Well,
we
go
don't have
for
time.
it.
It was at the Museum of Flight. You walked in and it was just like, there's a DJ booth set up. There's like little bars set up everywhere so you can get your drink and then walk throughout the museum. But people, which we were underdressed for that, the theme was like space. And so everybody was like dressed up. And I was like, what's my best Xenon shirt? Like, I don't know. I was wearing like a 3/4 zip, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we were underdressed. And it was the same DJ. So I thought it was like the same vibe.
Right. And so you're like, don't want to make that mistake again. And so when Bailey was telling us about this event, and she was like, so like dress up, like people dress up at this. Like, okay, cool. And so what do? I dress up. Same with like my friends did too. But I was going for God knows what. I look like a hooker. I look like I should be standing on the side of the corner. I think I was trying to go for like a Queen of Hearts type of vibe.
Okay, yeah, it's coming back.
It is. It's like heroes and villains was the theme.
Yeah, because I was like, what? There was a theme. There was a direction that.
So I was trying to be Queen of Hearts and I had like red fishnet things on. And you know what? Could be cute. I don't know. I had like a puffy like coat on. I look like a straight up hooker, you guys. It was so embarrassing. Not to mention, we walk into this place, barely anybody's dressed up.
Everybody's in street clothes.
For the most part, yeah. And of course, everyone's like, oh my gosh, girl, you look so good. And I'm like, is this my John? Are they just trying to pick me up? Like, it was horrible, you guys.
That is giving like.
I'll for sure post a picture.
Your eyes.
Unfortunately, I will.
That feels like when it's pajama day or wacky hair day at school and you're like, I kind of don't want to do anything because am I showing up on the wrong day? Yeah. I always felt like pajama day was not going to be it. And then you're going to be in pajamas or wacky hair and it's not.
Oh my gosh. It literally makes me cringe from the inside out. And like Bailey, all my friends were like dressed up super cute and dressed up.
I was dressed.
But you had the lime green pants on.
Oh, yeah.
And like you guys were all super dressed too. So I didn't feel like I was like out there.
But I feel like
I was like on a different level.
Our outfits could be like, oh, going out, fun. Yours was like, you're costumey. Were you wearing a wig?
No, that was Halloween you're thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
The other time I was a hooker. I'm just kidding.
You were not.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Hit them.
Okay. Here's one for you. Okay. Like I mentioned, I worked in the mall at the last salon. Whenever you'd have downtime, I would just walk around and shop. And so I was in H&M. I was like in a graphic tee moment. Pick up this graphic tee. I think it's so cute. I wore it to work probably within the next week. My coworker, Sydney, hey, she was like, are you a Shawn Mendes fan? And I was like, huh? I mean, take it or leave it. Like, I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like a pop 100 artist. Like, I don't really care about Shawn Mendes. She's like, you're literally wearing his merch. I was like, huh? And the shirt, I literally thought was like, you know, those images that like you could see like two things are in there and it's like, if you're left brain or right brain, you see one thing or the other.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I thought it was a side profile of a woman. It was artsy. It was like beige and black, shadowy. It's literally Shawn Mendes' face. And I'm like, I'm left brained.
Is it on the front or the back?
It's on the front. The tag literally says Shawn Mendes. It was his merch at H&M.
You were desperate and quick shop.
I was proud. I was like, this is an artsy shirt.
You're like, Shawn Mendes for life.
I was literally wearing it. The next closet clean out, I was like, bye.
Oh my God.
And no. I think it was like a couple times of me wearing it until she said something. Like, you know, you cycle similar fits, whatever. She was like, bae, are you a Shawn Mendes fan? And I was like, oh, no, why? You're wearing his merch, dude. Humbled instantly.
Okay.
Sorry, Shawn.
This was a humbling experience. So I actually posted a picture, we posted a picture on our Instagram, me wearing these jeans. They're like, have the cute, like little slit right underneath your butt, little moment. Anyway, love those jeans, but they must have gotten a little too tight or something because I went over to my guy friend's house who like I was somewhat interested in, whatever. We were just like getting to know each other. So it was like very soon. And he had a roommate. And so him and his roommate were sitting down on the couch. And I had like just got there and I popped down on the couch and it's like pretty quiet. And you hear
It's like SpongeBob. I ripped my pants.
and again, like I didn't know this guy all that well. Like I was so embarrassed, dude.
And it immediately feels like my pants are too small.
And he was like, "Was that your pants?" I was like, "Yep." Moving on. Like I just, yeah, that was my pants.
Yeah, your ears work and they did not lead you astray.
Yeah,
Oh no.
that was awesome.
That's bad. Oh no. Okay, next on the list, Bailey's bodysuit. So
Oh, this is good.
again, the only other job I've had, I was working at Forever 21 in beauty school. And this was like 2014. And I saw bodysuits like rolling into the shop. And so I got one. It was black t-shirt, polka dots. Insert photo here, which I'm wearing way too low-rise jeans with said bodysuit. And I was proud. Anyway, so I get this bodysuit and I feel like, okay, this is cool. It looks like a shirt tucked in. And mind you, it wasn't something that like I had in my repertoire yet.
Mhm. It was a new piece.
It felt like I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm putting on baby clothing. Like it was like, whoa, this feels different. Like
Yeah.
everybody remembers their first bodysuit. Okay. And my friends were giving me a hard time and they were like, they saw it hanging in my closet. Like, what is that? And I was like, it's my new piece. Anyway, so then a different day they were at my place and I came home, my parents' place. They're at my parents and I came home from work or whatever. And one of them put it on and then the other one just hit play. She was like hiding. And then one of them comes running through and they just play wrecking ball. And they were like, I came in like a rat. And I was like, you guys just wait. You just wait.
So they were totally making fun of you for having a bodysuit.
They were just like, I don't get it. And it's
No,
like,
Bailey, you were ahead.
you know? Forever 21, which if it was at Forever 21, I can guarantee it wasn't ahead. Had been a couple months, but it was my first bodysuit. And I was like, and now to this day, if I go potty with Filson, my niece, she's always like, thinks it's so funny because 9 out of 10 I wear bodysuits a lot. Like
I do
it's such an
too.
easy layer.
Mhm.
And Filson's always, I'm like, Billy, look, I'm wearing a shirt that buttons like Marty's does, her little sister. And she's just always like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Dude, you were a dress for success type of girly.
We've talked
Like I think
about
back
it.
to you like in high school, you were always business cash.
I don't know why. It was like I had an interview to go to after school. And I didn't. I didn't have a job until
The
after high
teachers
school.
probably were like, "Oh, this girl's really gonna blow everyone out of the water. She's business."
My riding boots and my chunky necklace, my Rue 21 chunker. Like,
oh, and like leather boots.
yeah, riding boots with nothing to ride.
Okay,
Skinny
well,
jeans.
at least you were dressed for success because I literally, I don't know,
Ugh.
there was like 2 different seasons, I feel like. Okay, when I think back to like when I was really young, like in middle school,
Mhm.
I like dressed like skatery and a lot of the time, like the clothes my brother didn't want, I would wear. Like
Yeah.
he had like the skater-esque like jeans.
Okay, yeah.
And I know typically you get hand-me-downs from your older sisters, but yes, I wore my brother's jeans. And that trend continued because when I was in high school, my boyfriend in high school, he was like, we were just like built the same, I feel like. Like
Yeah.
he was just like, had thicker legs, sorry. And we had like the same size butt. And so I'm like, hey, can I just wear these joggers like to school? Oh yeah, sure. Didn't think anybody would notice, but as soon as his best friend saw me, he was like, "Are those his joggers?" I was like, "Yeah."
And I get how
And it was like early in the day, so
all day you were like,
all day. It would be one thing if it was like
why'd
last.
I wear these pants?
Yeah, like if it was last period or something, like whatever. I'm gonna go home soon. But
You're
it was like,
self-conscious all day.
yeah,
Do they know these are his pants? Do they know these are his pants?
Exactly.
Especially like a maroon jogger. Like it's not like a black
Yeah, it was
Nike.
maroon.
They'll stand out.
Our school colors.
And it's different than being like, these are my boyfriend's baggy oversized.
No, they were right to the fit.
Right on par.
Right on par. You know what I mean?
A jogger too. Like imagine.
Sickening.
A sweatpant that gets tied on the ankle. That is sickening. I'm trying to think. I was FaceTiming my mom this morning and I was like, Mom, do you have any like fashion fails? Anything that went wrong? That just jogged something else that I wanted to share.
Okay.
One time I was doing your mom's hair at the salon and she had gone to work that day. She works at an elementary school and she went through a whole work day, not noticing her mishap, Auntie.
Her fiasco.
And she sat down, we did her hair, make it over to the shampoo bowl. She looks down and she lifts her feet up and she has them side by side and she's like, Bailey, look at my feet. I'm wearing 2 different shoes all day. Didn't notice.
I love you, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
She's so awesome.
That reminds me. My mom did say she was at like a small group once and she wore one of her shoes home and one of someone else's home.
That's bad. You know what? Something that I'm always going to take from me, I adopt it from you and Mikey.
Uh-huh.
You guys, if you're ever debating about like, especially if you like when it comes to like a dress or maybe you're like, maybe I don't need to wear a bra with this or maybe I can wear a strapless bra with this. Something that's like iffy, like could work, but it could also be really bad. Bailey and Mikey taught me this. Stand in the mirror and it's called worst case scenario. You literally just like jump and wiggle and move a whole bunch. And if the outfit still looks good, then you're good.
Yeah.
I do that like anytime I run into a possible fiasco.
It's like
worst case scenario.
Worst. It was when my mom sent Mikey and I to the mall. I'm talking about the mall a lot. She sent us to the mall because we needed swimsuits and we were like going to Wild Waves the next day. And
Sick.
we were like, I think my mom like gave us her cards. We're like, let's get like we weren't really allowed to wear bikinis.
Oh, that's true.
And so we were like, let's get what we want. And we were in the fitting room together and we were just like, whoa, it's a lot of skin. And I was envisioning at Wild Waves, like the steep hill from like the water park to the amusement park. And I'm like, worst case scenario. This is what the crowd's going to see. And we just ran in place like we've never ran in place. So it's great for a swimsuit, jean shorts, a dress, a bra situation. You just wiggle, jiggle, move anything you got.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, that's what the crowd sees. And if it's like, all right, I can live with that.
Yeah.
You buy it.
That's a really good rule of thumb and something I use all the time. So thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Or the good old put your jeans on, squat down to the ground. Oh, yeah, these will work.
That's how I ripped the last pair of pants I ripped.
But then you would know.
And that's a no. Even though I did end up recording a podcast in them, I'm like, well, I'm sitting, so no one knows.
That was a breezy episode, if you know what I'm saying.
These words are beautiful. Have a gal.
Ew, do you remember like the camo leggings trend?
Printed leggings.
That is
trend.
sick. Yeah.
I have a picture going to one of your volleyball games after I had graduated high school and I was working at Forever 21. I was literally like, I'm a fashion
insert photo.
I'm a fashion icon when I worked at Forever 21 is what I felt like. And I had these printed floral leggings, like, sis, with riding boots, I'm sure. Chunky neck, like the whole bit.
I wore these green, like true camo, like thick, bubbly camo, you know? With brown riding boots. I looked like I was in an aquarium, or what is it called? Equestrian.
I don't even know what is that.
Like a horse rider.
Ram camera.
And then I had this like black short sleeve, longer, stretchy, flowy shirt with studded cross. You guys, bury me alive. That is disgusting. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. My first day of high schoh, I remember it clear as day, and I thought I was the hottest girly. I wore a teal high-low dress.
What shoes?
I don't remember what shoes.
Not a boot.
No, they were probably sneakers.
A boot would probably be better than it. Low rise.
A high low. And it was like from Forever 21. I probably got it when you were working out a discount.
Well, my 10% discount. It was literally tax. Okay. Cheapos.
That is sick. It was like really cheap quality.
Teal.
And to make things worse, yes, teal. I had on like this colored jean jacket, cuffed, no sleeves.
On one side, both sides.
Both sides.
Okay, when you
probably would have been better if one was long.
edgy girl.
Uh-huh.
You're wearing a denim vest, in other words.
Denim
in
vest.
Other words.
Thank you. I couldn't think of that. Yeah, and light. You imagine?
I just gulped.
My
you think
arms
you have a
probably
photo?
look like football. I don't. If I find it, I'll put it on here, but I don't know.
Would your mom take your pic, like first day of school pic?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, where does it
Maybe
live now? Who
not
knows?
in high school. I don't know.
Okay, you're unlocking, dusting off the shelves of my brain. My first day of high school, I wore probably knockoff UGG type slip-on boots, a wide leg jean that was like slouchy on top of it. And then
Okay, well, that's like right now, that's a trend.
It
So
cycles
be
back.
careful because I just got some knockoff Uggs.
No. I mean, like my sister and I would share and we'd call them the netted boots. It was like knit material.
Okay,
Like Ugg material on the
That have,
bottom.
like the button. Yes, I know what
like
you're talking
an
about.
Ugg shape, but like literally knit, like yarn. We'd be like, "Are you wearing the knitted boots?"
Oh, and they were probably
can I?
so cute.
And sopping wet 99% of the time in Washington.
Ew.
And then your jeans get halfway wet, but they need to be perfectly like slouched on top. So, I mean, modern with a twist, like everything recycles, you
With
know?
a tragic twist.
So that was the bottom. And then the top, I'm sure I was wearing like a tank top, but it was like Easter purple button up that wasn't oversized. It was true to size or too small.
Button up?
It was like a button up.
Like collared?
Collared button up. Purple. It was like purple. It probably had like little mini squares, like not flannel, but like mini squares. And then the worst of the worst, I loved big hair. And I had,
you did.
I had my comb over happening and then a bow, a clip
Dude,
bow,
I just got chills.
a bow just holding it together. And to make it even worse, of course, my mom's like first day photo with my siblings. And then I went to my friend's house to take more pictures with JC and Brienne. So I will definitely dig up a photo. There was multiple photo ops that morning.
Oh my gosh. We'll have to show them.
I think that was freshman year. I'm trying to remember if that was 8th grade or freshman year. I feel like it was freshman year. And I think my first period was PE. And I was like, I'm still going to look so cute.
Ew.
So gross.
Sickening, dude. Okay, well, let's wrap up these horrible, tragic stories of ours.
Okay.
And let's talk about what we're let's talk about what we're loving now.
Oh, okay. I like
It
that.
is so fun living with your best friend, especially because Bailey and I are in the same size, basically, when it
Yeah.
comes to like clothing. I feel like
It's so fun.
I can squeeze into your shirts and you can squeeze into my jeans.
Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys, I cannot believe we wore skinny jeans for so long. Like, how constricting is that? So loving this whole baggy mom boyfriend jean moment. I know boyfriend jeans have been around for a while, but like the true like dad baggy jean.
I feel like it's a different silhouette because like a boyfriend jean was in, but it was like a tapered ankle.
Right.
It was like a upside down triangle.
And it was
shape.
still tight on your butt.
Yeah.
But I am loving
Like a bag
a true baggy moment.
bagged out.
Like 3 sizes too big on me, but still fit me.
I know. And I probably like 6 months ago was like, no, Laura, don't let the high waist go out. But honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a high waisted moment still, but when it's big and oversized and baggy like that, I actually like I mean, not low rise, but like a medium, like under the belly button.
Yeah.
Like it hits right. And then if you have a shirt that hits right at the waistline, no. Your outfit for the first look in the shoot. Like that.
Yeah. I just feel like if my entire belly button's out, Okay. Let me go to the gym a little bit more and I'm sure, yes, I would agree with you. Like summer body, I'm sure, yes, it'll be good there. But right now, like I don't want something below my belly button.
But your pants today were. Okay, so I think a good rule of thumb is if the jeans or the pant hits below the belly button, you got to have like a shirt, like the skin gap. I'm not trying to wear a crop top with low rise. Come on. Like I'm not a psychopath. Put me in a state asylum.
Lock her up.
No, but like if it's below the belly button, your shirt, like just like maybe it's like, oh, you see a little separation, a little bit of skin, but like trust me, I'm not wearing low rise in like a crop top.
Right. But like a
boxier cut.
Yes. Yeah. A low rise with a boxy cut that falls right above where like your button is, I think is so cute.
Cause I feel like before it was like high waist being like lots of material on from the ground up and, and then a short shirt. And now I feel like we're taking the ratios and we're having a little bit of a longer, boxier shirt down. And a little bit of a shorter pant.
Totally.
Which being a taller girl, I like the like scrunch happening at the bottom.
Totally.
Because it's hard for me to find a jean that's like scrunchy. Like I almost always, well, if there's a long option, I'm getting it because I like to be able to cuff.
I do too.
A regular leg pant is not long enough for me.
Would you say sometimes it works, but most of the time it's like
not to
on
cuff,
the line.
Unless I was cuffing and it was
cuff.
like I was cuffing it and I was wearing like a booty type.
Like riding boots?
No, like a chunky.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just kidding.
Platform boot.
I'm sure short girlies love the whole scrunch moment too. Okay, just let's tell them. You're what, 5'9"?
No, I'm like almost 5'8".
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm 5'7". So anyway, when I was buying these pants, oh my gosh, I couldn't even get my leg up there. That's embarrassing. Anyway, they have a scrunch at the bottom. The girl that was working, I got them from Aerie and she was like, oh, I'm loving these moments. Like I'm super short, so I can just scrunch them and they work. Okay, I do have to say something.
Okay.
A couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Remember those Zara jeans that were super high-waisted that I got and slit?
I do.
Do you remember what I would do with them?
Rubber band.
No.
Oh.
They have a slit on the side.
Tie.
I would tie them.
Yeah.
So I would like make them a scrunch. And then my short girly friends at the time started doing that with their jeans that were too long.
Yeah.
So if you're a short girly, you can do that. It's a hack.
I do remember you doing that and then seeing people with wearing those like, a jean with a slit and with a it would be like if you were wearing jeans with a blazer and then like a white tee that's like tight. So it's like an oversized moment on the top. And those jeans are like tight through the butt and thighs. And then they get a little wider at the leg with the slit. And then they would take like, if they were going out, they would take their like shoe that would kind of wrap around their ankle and like wrap it around the jean. And I feel like if it's done right, it could be cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think maybe I've had one outfit where I've worn like a wide jean with slit moment with heels. And I think that's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't really do anything anymore that gives me the excuse to wear heels that much, but I think that moment's pretty cute still.
Yeah. Let's see. What else am I into? Oh, I feel like I've said this on here before, but definitely the trend of like, I feel like there's a term for it, but like, what was it? Like, not wearing your clothes, but styling them kind of thing.
Oh, 100%.
And accessorizing. I feel like I kind of, have PTSD from the chunky necklaces, but like using sunglasses as like a part of my outfit, like a sunglass that's like either like orange or see-through, or like our friend Erin just got blue, like bigger frames that are just like kind of see-through. Like you're literally not using them to shade your eyes from the sun.
Yeah.
But it's like the moment, or like the skinny sunglasses.
Right. I totally agree. Also like just the way you choose to like tuck in your sweatshirt or your graphic Shawn Mendes tee. Like instead of like just instead of just tucking it, you know, like the normal, just like little bit in your jean.
Corner tuck.
Like let's roll it up underneath.
Yeah.
Bailey has this stretchy band that you got off TikTok.
I was just gonna talk about that.
Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
Go ahead. Okay, so it's called a tucky. And it literally is an elastic.
Tucky, but make sure you sucky.
Okay. And it goes around your waist and like totally. Yeah, that was weird. Totally. The bra tuck is an option, but sometimes that's too cropped or it's like your shirt isn't long enough to like give you that longer, like, you know, if you tuck it into your bra and then you try to like let out a bit and it's like your shirt's not long enough.
Right.
The tucky, you have control over where it hits on your torso. And the reason why I got the tucky is because the owner, the girl who created it during COVID was like, there's a competitor out there. They made a knockoff, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm supporting this brand.
I love that.
The OG. But yeah, the tucky, get the tucky.
No, serious. It does make a difference. I need to get my own.
Also, I've seen people put that type of situation, which maybe you could use like a normal belt too, putting it on the outside of your shirt and then pulling your shirt up so then the excess folds over the belt.
Okay.
And then it also looks like it's a perfect tuck, perfect crop.
Cute.
I haven't done that with the tucky.
No, it won't look tucked. It will just look cropped. Perfect crop.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Yeah. So, or I saw someone do it with,
oh my gosh.
Was it like a cardigan that she was wearing like a long skirt and then she had a cardigan, like a cropped cardigan, but it wasn't cropped enough. Cardigan? She made it look cropped. Yeah. It was like a sweater.
Okay.
Buttoned, like a buttoned sweater.
Okay.
And then she had like a white shirt underneath. So then it made the sweater look like it cropped perfectly. And then she was wearing like Doc Martens or something platform with her skirt. It was cute.
Cute.
Yeah. I feel like living together I told Abby last night, I'm like, I feel like our fashion is merging.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. It's so much fun living with your best friend that you share same sizes. Cause I feel like we can just like, we've meshed our like styles together in a way. For example, I feel like you're wearing a bit more like relaxed, like street style more so, which is what I kind of lean into. And I'm starting to wear a lot more like styled things.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I picked that up from you.
Like adding pieces. I
feel layering.
Like
you're really good at layering different things. And I feel like I'm doing that a lot more now.
You are. Mm-hmm. I saw you yesterday. Well, I saw you. When you were getting dressed, I saw you and I was like, oh, that's cute. Just like a baggy.
You watched me get dressed?
A baggy tee and then like a long sleeve underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan's sister, Chloe. Chloe, you've inspired me with the layering. It doesn't take much.
It really doesn't. It's funny, dude. I think, back to those stories we were sharing, I was like, oh yeah, I was kind of like skater vibe. Like when I was in middle school, I still like kind of have adopted that even the older I get. Like I really do like the relaxed, just like I said, baggy jean, a graphic tee, shirt underneath of it. I want to try and pair this shirt with a graphic tee over it. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that be cute?
Like it's almost like when you embrace the chaos, like the print on print kind of thing.
Right, totally.
I think it's Betsy Johnson that says you should, when accessorizing, you should put everything on, rings, necklace, bracelet, everything on, and then take away one or take away some. But it's like sometimes you need the rings, sometimes you need the necklace, and you don't know. So put them all on and then, or sunglasses, whatever, take one off or take a couple away, but like let them all work for you for a sec and then remove.
I like that. Recently, actually a couple episodes ago, I wore this shirt, this bodysuit. It's florally, it's tan. It has like those pink roses on it.
Yeah.
So I wore that with some light jeans to my friend's house. And I was like, does this look okay? They're like, I don't know how I love it. And then I just threw on a headband and she was like, oh yes, totally.
Brings it together.
It brings it all together.
Yeah. I feel like
accessories really do it.
Kind of like was jaded about accessories for a sec.
I want to see you in a headband.
I never wear headbands and I feel like the root trauma is a headache.
Okay. That would make sense.
Like I feel like
I never get them though. You have to get the right ones.
Oh my gosh. I just remembered a fashion fail.
What?
A headband with a big flower. A big flower in biology. I have a picture. I know it. A big flower, like pink carnation. I don't even know what a carnation is right now, but it was big.
Dude.
That's the trauma. And it was like a plastic, like, behind your ear. Like it's digging. It's digging.
Your ear is raw at the end of the day. Yeah. You don't care.
Or it has the spikes to stay in your hair.
Oh.
I think that's the root of it.
Bailey. That is sick.
Yeah. So I would like to try headband too. You know what's funny is I feel like, when I worked at Jean Juarez, my last salon in the mall. So cringe in the mall.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Mall rat. Give me a tail, why don't ya? I'm going to the food court.
Oh, find you
My
outside
hands
of
are
Jubilee. Or
Give me a
what?
drama juice. Stop. Ew. Anyway,
With a side of
Ivers.
cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon, is that you, Annie's? Okay, what was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, when I worked at Jean Juarez, I just let the business cash just take me away into that industry. And all I could wear there is like black, white, gray, navy.
That was the code.
It was the code.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I left, I remember like in high school, I would wear tennis shoes sometimes if I wasn't wearing my riding boots. But I remember getting a pair of Vans, and I specifically remember you being like, guys, can we just take a moment?
Yeah.
Look at Bailey in those tennies.
You guys, this was a couple years ago,
Yeah.
like 3-4 years ago. You didn't start wearing sneakers really until then.
Yeah, it was when I left GJ, which actually, fact check, I left 5 years ago. I just talked to somebody about that. I've been at the salon this summer will be 5 years.
Honestly, it kind of feels like you've been there longer.
In some
Like,
ways.
You working in the mall seems like a really long time
Like
ago.
different life.
Different life, dude. Were you and Jordan dating when you worked at Jean?
Oh yeah.
I get nervous saying it. Can you say
Jean Juarez?
Jean Juarez?
When Jordan and I first met, he'd say Jean Juarez. I'm like,
Jean Juarez.
huh? But anyway, so when I left there, I feel like I was leading with, I feel like I'm a girly girl.
Okay, wait.
I am, but I'm not. I'm less now than I was then.
Describe what you feel like your style is now or what you want it to be.
Okay.
Like what you're aiming for. 'Cause I have an idea
Of what I would say?
what I would say
For me?
for me. So you go first and then I'll share mine.
Okay. Let's see. How about you go first? I can
Okay.
think.
I would love, like maybe not in where I'm at in life right now,
Mhm.
but I would love to be like the mom from The Parent Trap. Both moms, actually. So the stepmom, the evil, gross one.
Oh, yeah.
You know how like she wears that.
They never got married, but yeah.
Yeah. The white like brim hat. Not saying I want to wear a white brim hat, but just like a lot of whites and just like clean like
Crisp
that.
edges.
With like a crisp sneaker. Crisp. Yeah.
Light jeans tailored to the cheeks.
But also
perfectly.
add in the girly stuff.
Yeah.
Like the headbands that I wear.
Yeah.
The white pearl headband and maybe a really girly purse.
Yeah.
Like I love that. Or like a relaxed slack. That's maybe like cream and white with a really edgy sneaker.
Yeah.
Love that look.
I agree. And I think I like to envision a slack in a sneaker or like a blazer, oversized blazer with like a skirt and then a sneaker. It's like taking two styles that are like, I always say this word fast because I'm a little insecure. Juxtaposition, you know, it's like they're opposite, but I don't really know how to say that term. But juxtaposition, you know what I mean?
Well, I have no idea what word you're even saying. So
I think it's juxtaposition. Like
I don't even know that.
Opposing points of view.
I've never heard that word.
Really?
So I feel very dumb.
Wait.
Fact check this girl.
I want to, let's see. What'd you spell?
But yeah, putting two styles together, like I feel like the street style skater vibe, but clean and like girly.
Yeah.
Let's merge them.
Juxtaposition, a fact of two things being seen or placed close together with contrasting effect.
Oh, cool.
It's like a
I love
contradiction
learning.
kind of. So yeah, merging two styles together. And I feel like, let me think. I don't know off the top of my head what word I would put on it, but I think relaxed is a word for me. Like kind of, I remember in beauty school learning the word like disheveled, like in terms of hair. And I feel like messy is my vibe where it's kind of like undone, messy, effortless, maybe is a better word, where it's like, I just threw this on when in reality I like changed 4 times before I left.
Right. And you put it together.
Yeah. But I like that vibe. And then like a sneaker. Like I just love a sneaker.
Yeah.
And I think you can dress it up. You can dress it down.
Totally. You can't have enough sneakers. And Bailey knows this because recently she's like, hey, you think you could move some of your shoes like up into your room?
A flood of shoes.
Which I get it. Yeah, I get it. But like, I have so many shoes.
Say it like that, you rat.
You did.
You think you could move some of your shoes?
And I was like, sure, dude. Like I got really annoyed. But when I was moving them, I was like, yep, these are all mine.
I know there was a lot, huh?
Yeah, but honestly, you and Jordan just cleaned the day before. So I know you guys had way more shoes down there.
Probably
Jordan. For
yeah,
sure.
Jordan. A couple months ago, I put my extra shoe rack upstairs and I'm like, because it was bothering me walking in the door to a sea of shoes. So I'm like, I can control my own variable. I'm just going to put my shoes upstairs and I'll maybe have like one pair that I wore that day down, but whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I am very into,
I think you described that perfectly.
It's so hard because I want to get like being in the beauty industry. Like I want to be cute for work and like I get to dress
always look cute.
however I want, but I have to be willing for anything I wear. Zoom.
And Bailey,
everything I own is stained with color. Everything.
You're faithful to that. You are very willing. Everything in her closet.
I told Abigail yesterday, poor clothing items, when I buy them from the store, skipping home, they go to my closet to die.
But you do a lot of thrift shopping too. So I could see, I mean, even the clothes that I thrift, I'm like not that mad when
you're not
something
that attached
happens.
to it because it's like, I mean, I might buy it.
Like I paid $5 for the
I'm
shirt.
going to probably buy it stained anyway. Like there is actually, I'm just remembering this like purpley pink Nike crew that I bought that has a stain on it. And I was like, that's cute. It's small stain. And I'll probably do worse. But yeah, something that I'm also trying to be better at is buying. Probably like the last 6 months, I was more intentional than ever of buying thrifted, more vintage stuff than just like fast fashion.
Yeah.
Although I did just buy a couple things from Target for our shoot, but fast fashion,
I've been about that.
Doesn't last as long.
No,
Obviously.
Yeah. I want to continue like, I don't know, just expanding my closet. I think like when I first moved in, you taught me like, let's get basics in our closets. It's so easy to mix and match. And I feel like I have that dialed in and I'm starting to incorporate like more fun pieces to throw in the mix. I have my basics and now I have a pop of color or a fun like cut or design.
Yeah.
Clothes are just so much fun. I love being a girl.
Oh my gosh. I love being a girl. When we were planning for our shoot last night, I was yelling from my room and Abby's getting like, we're both like trying on outfits, changing, going in each other's room. And I was like, I love being a girl. I was born for this.
It's so much fun.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Once you've like grown up into a woman, it's fun.
Once you've had a fashion mishap or two. I would love to hear your guys's like, oh my gosh, like please DM us with pictures. Don't leave us out here alone.
Please.
We're serious about building the community, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm going to put some really embarrassing photos out this week. I already know.
I know as soon as we stop recording, I'm going to remember like.
I know a couple
I
more.
didn't share that.
I know. Thank God. Save myself there.
Oh my word. But dude, that was fun.
That was.
Down memory lane.
Okay. Last thing and then we'll wrap it up. I think I'm going to buy a ballet flat.
Okay.
So many people were like, especially our close like friend group, girlies, were like, ew, Abby, I cannot believe you picked ballet flat. I want to do it just to piss him off, to be honest.
And
I want to get a red pair. I think I want them actually. No, I'm not just doing it to piss you guys off. I want a pair.
I'm here for it.
I'm going to do it.
I might just eat my own Crocs.
I feel like you will.
I probably will because I love a fashion challenge where it's like, I don't know how to style this.
Yeah.
I always put it on and I always take it off. And I love trying to figure it out.
Totally.
One thing when I was doing Abby's hair, we were talking about last night. This is actually something fun I want to chat about. I hate matching. And okay, so we were trying to get to the root of it. And I think in the sense of a ballet flat, I don't know. I love being the first to try something. I love it. And I'm not the one who created a loose jean. I'm not the one who created all of these whatever things, but I love to be the first. And it's like, I don't even need credit. Like, oh, I saw Bailey get this. It's just like, I love to be first. I love to try a new thing. I don't, this is going to sound bad. But then it's like, if someone asks for a link, like I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to not tell somebody.
Right.
But like, I don't want to be matching together.
But you have to realize if that's your mindset, that kind of makes you a trendsetter because you're good at it. There's like
I'm not gonna say it about myself.
I know. I'll say it about you because there's multiple things that like you've done that now I'm like, or I want to do, but I don't feel like I can always do it because I know you don't like people like doing the thing.
No. You can do the thing. Anybody can do anything. Just like, let's not be skipping down the street with our oversized shirts and layered long sleeves and our baggy jeans, whatever. It's like, I don't own anything.
No, I know that. I know that. I'm just saying there's some things that I'm like, I don't want Bailey to feel like I'm copying her because
I don't
she
care.
hates
You could copy
copying.
and paste an outfit I've worn. I literally don't care. I've copied things you've worn. It's like those pair well together. I just don't want to do it at the same time.
Okay, no, I'm with you.
Like in high school, I feel like some of my friends would be like, let's wear messy buns. I'm going straight down. Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's like an individualistic part of me that's like,
I agree.
If someone tells me to do X, I want to do Y.
Okay.
I want to be opposite.
And you're that way with more than just clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you guys.
What else?
I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Seriously, share your fiasco moments with us. We'd love to laugh with you.
Need to know.
Laugh with you, laugh at you, laugh at us. Do it all.
Okay. You can follow us on all things at She Means Well podcast. Share this episode with a friend. Don't forget, if you really like our episode, leave a review, leave comments, whatever. We love to see it. We love to engage with you guys. And
we've definitely been seeing our reviews go up too. So thank you so much for doing that. It really does go a long way.
Yeah, it seriously does.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Cheers, you guys. Bye.
Love ya. Bye-bye.